It is going to be a nice day, better day to get outside for us today compared to tomorrow. Tomorrow we bring back the showers. We also bring back some storm chances. But I do want to show you our air quality because you might step outside, you see a lot of haze. You might even be smelling some smoke. I've already gotten some reports on the South Shore smelling a little bit like smoke, and that is due to the Canadian wildfires. We have upper level winds that are transporting these smoke plumes all the way to southern New England from as far as Manitoba and Saskatchewan, where there are the highest amount of hot spots due to those wildfires. So we start with a look at our air quality, and you can see some spots are measuring unhealthy air, especially in and around the city and closer to the coast. So if you do smell smoke, I always think it's a good rule of thumb to limit your time outside and try to stay indoors if at all possible. We look at the near surface smoke model. So this just gives you an idea that this morning it's going to be most concentrated. And as we get into the afternoon, we should have some slight improvements, especially by this evening. As we look at our setup with our radar and satellite, we're not tracking any rain. Cold front that triggered those storms brought us that rainbow yesterday. That is well offshore, but it is tied to this area of low pressure, and it's this low pressure that's going to help to promote some showers, even a chance for some embedded thunderstorms come tomorrow. Today, though, I mentioned it's dry. We have the hazy sunshine, and that's going to eventually give way to increasing high clouds. So more of a filtered look to our sky as we go through the second half of the day. Overnight, we'll have increasing cloud cover. We wake up tomorrow morning. If you're an early riser, you've got a couple of dry hours here, but I think once we get to 8, 9 o'clock, that's when we have more showers that start to move in, and we're going to have this wet weather for a few hours. It's pretty much going to be with us through the middle of the day into the early afternoon. You'll likely hear some rumbles of thunder. Getting closer to the afternoon and evening, that's when it starts to break apart a little bit more, and then as we get to the evening, that's when we trend drier, but we're still keeping a lot of that cloud cover around, and showers are going to linger the longest for the South Coast, Cape Cod, and the island. So tomorrow's not ideal, but I think there are a few hours that you can get outside. Here's a look at our estimated rainfall totals, and it shows higher amounts off to the north and west. That's where we have more water vapor to work with, and that's where you get caught under some downpours. So that could lead to some localized higher amounts for tomorrow. In terms of our temperatures, we're making our way through the 70s, currently 74 in Boston, mid to upper 70s within parts of Metro West. Dew points are in that comfy range. We like this, don't we? It's that dry atmosphere that we keep around for today. North to northeast breeze is going to shift east to southeast. That onshore wind is going to keep temperatures in the upper 70s, near 80 degrees for the coast, while inland today we're closer to average, not quite as warm as yesterday, in the low 80s. It's a mild start come tomorrow morning as our temperatures are going to fall into the mid to upper 60s, but we aren't going to climb all that much tomorrow. We'll keep a lot of clouds around with those showers, so temperatures are really just going to be stuck in the mid to upper 70s for us. That is short-lived because look what returns by Monday and Tuesday. We're back in the heat. The humidity is there as well with temperatures in the 90s.